Hi, everyone. It's Sherry. I'm back and I'm talking about the promise for just a couple of minutes here today. I wanted to talk a little bit about what I learned about World War One. Now, I don't know, it depends on your age, I suppose, but World War One seemed terribly remote to me growing up because I was born in 1953, not that long after the end of World War Two. World War One seemed ancient, very, you know, distant past. But really, my grandmother and my great grandmother both lived through two world wars. And I really wish I'd talked to them. Women, we always think of World War II when women really in this country stood up and, did their part. But listen to this. During World War One, it was primarily young single women who worked. Um, Approximately 12 million women worked in defense industries and support services across the nation, including shipyards, steel mills, foundries, warehouses, offices, hospitals, and daycare centers. Women drove cabs and delivered the mail. They refurbished railroad cars to carry troops and charted the positions of enemy aircraft. They worked on bond drives and manned civil defense programs. They promoted community health programs through the Red Cross, and they entertained troops at canteens. Hollywood stars like Lena Horne, Google her, she is fabulous, sang for Richmond shipyard workers, and the Andrews sisters, that bugle boy, yeah, entertained soldiers recovering at Oak Knoll Hospital. Female staff at the Berkeley Public Library collected and mailed 11,000 books to servicemen as part of the 1941 Victory Book campaign. But it started in World War One when a lot of women stepped up to do different jobs, primarily young single women. All right, so then let's talk for just a moment about why we should care about World War One and what we know about World War One. It was a terrible war. It was a war of almost attrition, I would say, because it's a war known for the opposing forces digging these huge trenches. And so they talk about trench warfare. If you look at my book and my website, you're going to learn about trench warfare and what happened. So, in my literature class, Gracie, the young literature teacher, she asked them, why should we care about a war that happened 100 years ago? And I said, she says, the war may seem like ancient history, but a number of young Iowans, not any older than you guys, died in that war. Pay attention the next time you visit a cemetery with your family, and you'll notice them. America entered the war late in 1917 and helped win the war, but it was a bloody slog, as my Uncle Vernon would say. He's close to 90. He was just a teenager when he entered World War II. So imagine, and she talks about the generations that separate her from that war. I want to challenge you as I close to think about your family. Do you know your stories? Do you have anybody you can ask? Did we have any family members who fought in World War One? I found out my step grandfather fought, and I had no idea. He had never talked about it. So that's all for now. But think about World War One. It was the first time really, that America stepped up on the national stage and demonstrated both vision and leadership and the ability to send significant force to win a war and turn back aggression. All right, we'll talk again. Bye.